hi everybody. Today is Saturday, April 20th. It's 7:56 a.m. and we're on our way to Albertsons, I believe. And we're going to be shopping for probably about, I think it said 6 items. Let's see. Yeah, it's 6 items. And they're giving us $16.03 for 7.5 miles. So let's head on down and do our shopping at Albertsons. Today's going to be a shorter day. I'm only going to be working until noon. I'm trying not to overwhelm myself by doing so many hours on Saturdays, because I usually do my grocery shopping on Saturdays in the morning. So that shortens my time. Normally I'll start like I start around 6 a.m. is when I normally start. But on Saturdays, with grocery shopping, I end up not being able to start until about 8 a.m. So that sort of affects the flow of the day. Turn off that UberEats. I got an assignment. So basically, I have to still stop at noon no matter what, because I have to get these videos put together in order to have that done in time so I can have a little bit of time to myself to relax and then, of course, get ready for dinner. So my schedule is booked. I am booked. That's all I can say. And I just got to pace myself and make sure I don't do too much, because that's what I tend to do. I tend to do too much. That is my biggest problem. I overstretch myself every time. But anyway, I wanted to tell you guys a little bit about what happened today at Walmart. I have 2 Walmart related things I wanted to tell you guys. The first one is that I am being onboarded into the Spark program. So I assume that I'll sometime next month be onboarded, and then I will be able to do some shopping at Walmart using the Walmart Spark application. But I don't think I'm going to be doing any of the things where you park and you wait for the guy to bring you your stuff, because I hate waiting, and I know they're infamous for taking forever, especially the Walmart that I go to that's near me. So my plan is, if something decent comes up, I will take a shopping order, as long as it's not too many items and as long as it is fair amount of money to miles. So that's my general plan for the Walmart Spark app. Then the second thing I wanted to say was, boy, they're doing something new at Walmart at the self-checkout over here. They are now telling people that you can't have any more than 15 items to use the self-checkout. And it is creating chaos at the Walmart. People don't see any signs that say that there has to be no more than 15 items. So people are coming in with their large grocery orders to do the self-checkout like they always do. But apparently they're changing the policy at this particular location. Now, maybe it's nationwide, I don't know. But there's no signage. So people are starting to feel like, am I being singled out? Like, why are you targeting me? And you see other people that have snuck by the system and have large carts of items, and they're using the self-checkout. So it's created this whole controversy that's going on right now at the Walmart, where people are just furious that they're being told that they have to use a regular cash register. You know, suddenly what was so convenient is now being pulled from the customer, and they're told they have to go back to the past and wait in the line to be helped by a cashier. So they are not happy. And boy, it is this drama city at the Walmart. So I just had to share that with you, because I couldn't believe it. I mean, I've heard that they want to go back to cashiers and get rid of the self-checkouts altogether because of the high level of theft that they've been having. But you got to put signage out at least. You got to at least communicate to the customers that this is the new thing you're going to be doing. You can't expect these poor little ladies who, you know, are senior citizens to deal with the rage and frustration that a customer feels when they come to the self-checkout and are about to use it, and this little lady comes over and says, oh, you can't use it. These are for 15 or items less. It creates complete chaos. All right, let's talk about what we're shopping for. It looks like we're shopping for some cat food, some coffee cake cups, some cold brew coffee bottle, and some more K-Pods. It looks like it's pretty simple. So we'll be in and out of there in no time, I hope. Well, that wasn't too bad at all. The only thing that always gets you nervous is for the cat food, because they wanted a certain type of wet cat food. It's like the Fancy Feast gravy lovers, and that's a very popular type of cat food, and so they usually are out because it's so popular. I guess cats really like that gravy. So usually, and they only keep usually like maybe, I would say 4 cases at a time if it's fully stocked. So, and this particular person wanted 2 cases. So just this person alone, they decreased the inventory on the shelf by 50%. So you just see, it just takes like a couple of people, and then suddenly there isn't enough for everybody to, isn't enough to go around, and they run out of the Fancy Feast. And that's just the way it is. There's nothing you can do. So anyway, it worked out fine. And now we're on our way to drop it off. And it is a leave at the door, and it's a house, and they didn't give a gate code. And hopefully there's no gate, because usually at this particular location where this house is, there's usually gates. So fingers crossed, we don't encounter any issues. We can only hope. My God, can they put any more speed bumps in this parking lot?
The customer requested you leave the order at their door. They added the following instructions. Leave at my door.
Well, that was a simple drop-off. I think I might have missed the video though of me walking past the car with the groceries, but I always keep backup footage when I am actually carrying my phone with me and I'm walking to the door. So it should turn out fine. Well, I hope it's a quiet day today, because I am just, when the weekends come, I don't want to deal with the stress. I just want it to be relaxing. This may become a 2-part video. It may be me working until noon, and then we will segue into the overtime shift, but it just depends how I feel. I don't know yet. I haven't quite decided. See, and right now it's quiet, so everything's peaceful. All right, it looks like we got a McDonald's order coming up. It's going to be for $5.50, and we're going to be driving 2.6 miles. All right, let's head on over to McDonald's and pick it up. Okay, that took a long time. They were really backed up, and the drive-thru was almost coming all the way to the end of the lot. So definitely a busy McDonald's morning. We're headed off to, UberEats, go away. God. It's going to be 3 minutes, 1.5 miles. Let's see if I can safely make a left turn here without crashing. Oh, I did it. It's a house. It's a leave at the door. It's pretty standard. Nothing exciting to talk about. They did get a big bag of all chocolate chip cookies. I don't know how many there are in there, but it looks like a lot. They had a completely separate bag for all the chocolate chip cookies. God, my navigation went berserk. They're doing construction on the road, and it wasn't sure where I was at, so the directions started going bonkers. I had to actually visually look and position the map so I could see where I really was at. I did it though. We're back on track.
The customer requested you leave the order at their door. They added the following instructions. Leave at my door.
That drop off went just fine. In fact, the lady came out and she got her stuff as I was walking away, and she was very friendly. So I was very happy about that one. And now we're just waiting. We almost got something for $13.50 for Vons to shop for 17 items, 3-point-something miles. But the miles were excellent, but the items were not. $6.30, 8.6 miles. No. I don't like really shopping for more than maybe a dozen items, maybe 12 items. I mean, if you're going to get me to go almost to 20 items, you're going to have to pay me a lot more than $13. That's going to take me probably about 45 minutes to complete. So I would say you got to pay me at least $15. I mean, they were close. They were in the range of possibilities, and if it was a slow day, I would have been like, oh, okay. But it seems real busy right now. So I said, I'll pass. And if I'm wrong, who cares? Somebody sent me something, a comment. Now it's gone from my thing, but I think they said something about if you're at a Walmart for a pickup and it's taking a long time, you can call Uber and they'll compensate you for the long wait, and then you can unassign yourself or cancel the doing the job. You can cancel doing the job. But I've never done that before. I've never actually been at a location and then it was taking long and contacted support to tell them that I wanted compensation because it was taking too long and I was leaving. I don't know if that really makes logical sense, but maybe it is possible. Let me know in the comments if that is the case. But in my mind, it doesn't really make sense. It's just like all you can do is just leave. I wouldn't imagine it would give you money. The time is currently 8:48 a.m. So we've been going for approximately 1 hour. So as you can see in the total, we're doing fine. It's about the normal day. But now it's dried up. Now there's nothing happening. So we're headed back towards home base and see what happens next. I don't know. And if it doesn't pick up, it's okay. I mean, we got 2 jobs in so far. 2 deliveries are in. So we are doing just fine. And you know how this job is. It'll be completely slow and nothing. And then all of a sudden, it'll just fire up. And there'll be all kinds of stuff coming in. So there's nothing to really fret about. Nothing at all. All right, we got another one. $10.48 for 4.1 miles. We're headed off to Eggworks, where your food is never ready. Welcome to Eggworks. Have a seat. We'll get right to you in just a moment. Those bastards. The order was shockingly ready, so we are now making our way to a house, and it's in the fabulous guard-gated community known as Anthem Country Club. Anthem Country Club again. So it is 5 minutes away, 2.1 miles. Let's get our heinies over there and get it done. The guard was very nice today. He's very polite and very easy to deal with, but he had body odor. People just, I guess some people, they don't believe in deodorant.
To stay on Anthem Club Drive.
Some people just don't have I think some people like to be all natural. They think it's just, it's nature to be that way. That chemicals on the body are bad for you, I guess. This navigation is all over the place. I'm just gonna turn here because it's not telling me what to do to get to this place. It's being very cryptic in getting here. Oh, I think it's the next one. Oh, it's the next one. Oh, that's why he gave me a slip of paper with a code on it. It's in a community that's gated, and the navigation thinks it's not in this community. No wonder. It's still telling me not to turn. And here it is, Plum Hollow. Wow, that's crazy. GPS, get your act together. I'm on Plum Hollow and I'm on my way to the address, and it must be in a gate or he wouldn't have given me a thingy. Oh well, we're gonna find out. Let's see what happens, because my navigation says it's coming up on the left. There's gonna be a left opening, And it's the only way into this cul-de-sac, even though the navigation is refusing to allow me to go this way. Let's see what happens. Is there a gate? No, there's no gate. Oh, why did he give me this code? Oh well, whatever. Wow, he's right at this gate. No wonder it gets confused. They got their own little gate here. Wow, how unusual. And then the house doesn't even face the street. But this is it. This is it, everyone. All right, let's do it. Well, I didn't need that slip of paper at all. I easily was able to get over there with no problem. So I don't know what the point of that paper was. Oh well. Point is I got there. And it was the street because there was a big sign. $11 for 6 miles. And it's to shop for 5 items and also go to Tropical Smoothie Cafe. Well, why not? Why not? It's only 5 items, and Tropical Smoothie is usually not too horrific. All right, let's get on over to Tropical Smoothie. Yeah! I really only took that one because we're in Anthem, and so you've got to assume that it's going to be at least another mile before we get something else, at minimum. So actually it was like 5.5 miles. So it's almost a double in a sense. So I was like, well, I'm gonna just take it. Oh, and while I'm thinking about it, let me turn off Uber because I hate when that chimes while I'm in the middle of talking and it doesn't give me an offer that I don't want. So yeah, it's nice today. It's 77 degrees. It's supposed to be 92 today. So it's already warming up. We usually don't hit 100 until May, I think. Or, yeah, is it May? I think it's in May. I want to say May or June. I never remember. No, May's always nice. May's always 70s, 80s, and maybe some 90s. It's June. June is when we normally hit 100. But you never know. With the weather, you don't know. You just don't know. Can't believe the app is having me pick up Tropical Smoothie first and then do shopping at Walgreens. Those smoothies are going to be so melted by the time I get back from doing the shopping. Hopefully it's not too complicated. I always just go with what the app says because it tries to optimize the number of miles. And as far as the drinks go, I'll put them in one of my coolers and zip it up, but that's the best I can do. So that's all. I don't have a refrigerator in the car. So whatever happens, and hopefully their drinks survive. I always laugh when people order Baskin Robbins in the middle of summer. I'm like, where do you think I'm going to keep it? How am I going to keep it from? I guess they think I'm going to pack those little ice things, those cooler packs. Whatever, the ones you put in the freezer and they keep stuff cold. The ice packs. Yeah, the ice packs. But I don't have time for all that baloney, and that's not required. If it's not required, I'm not doing it. I'm like, that's a hassle. You've got to remember to put those back in the freezer. You got to remember to take them out. You don't know how many hours you're going to be on the road, if they're even going to survive. And then when you get home at the end of the day, you got to remember to unpack them and put them back in the freezer. That's a whole other additional step of work. And unless they require it, it ain't happening. Okay, so as of 9:22 a.m. and what is this? This is Saturday, April 20th. As far as the number of subscribers, we're currently at 958. I was talking to a family member, and they said that they know somebody who does YouTube, and they don't even have half as many, and they've been doing it for many years. So I'm really surprised how fast people have been interested in this type of content. I'm like, wow, I really struck gold on this one. I don't know if it's the subject matter, or if it's just like they like the conversation that I make in the car. I don't know. I mean, maybe I'll make a if I stop doing DoorDash, I can do something else. Like I don't know. I don't know, but something else. And then I could just tell stories in the car, because it's just Vegas ride along. So it's really just about riding along with me, whatever the hell I'm doing. So I don't know. But for right now, I enjoy doing the deliveries. I enjoy cruising around with you guys and just chit-chatting. All right, we're here at Tropical Smoothie. All right, well, we got everything at Tropical Smoothie. Everything went just fine. There's a nice ice cold green smoothie here, freshly made. Hopefully it doesn't melt too much while we're inside of Walgreens. Let's take a look at what the people are getting at Walgreens and see how difficult it is, because that'll tell us how long it's going to be to get out of there. So they got some flushable wipes, they got some toilet paper, they got some purified water bottle, they got some alkaline spring water bottle, and then they got a beauty mesh sponge. Everything, I know where everything is except for the beauty mesh sponge. That one, I don't know. So if it takes a really long time to find the beauty mesh sponge, it's just going to take as long as it takes. And hopefully this drink is not turned into instead of a green smoothie, they're going to need a spoon and have green soup. The cashier was curious, how much money do I make doing DoorDash? He was really shocked how little money it was. He's like, that's all you make? I go, yeah. I go, that's all you get for doing this job. I said, you can do Uber and drive people around on the strip. I go, you can make a lot more money doing that. He's like, oh hell, I would never do that. I just laughed. Oh, people are so funny. I guess they think that when you do this kind of thing and they see somebody who looks like, they're doing all right, they think, wow, he must know what he's doing. They don't think that people would do this as as an extra source of activity to make extra money. They think that you've got to be, if you're doing it, this has got to be your bread and butter. I'm like, well, it's my bread, but it's not necessarily my butter. All right, I can see where we're headed towards, and all of those communities have gates. They did not provide a gate code. Let's go into our Google Maps and see if we can find something that'll work for us. This app is so funny. It wants me to drop off the Walgreens order first at the door and then drop off the smoothie and all the stuff that's food related. Oh my God, it's so funny. You think they'd want me to drop off the food first? Oh, whatever. Oh, I think the gate's open. Holy cow, I think we're gonna luck out. The gate is wide open. How awesome is that?
The customer requested you leave the order at their door. They added the following instructions. Leave at my door.
Well, there was no exciting, $7.50 for 4.6 miles. No. Thank you, cheat sheet. The strangest thing occurred, and I'm going to tell you in a minute. I'm going to tell you all about what just happened as I see that my pants are drenched in bottled water. They're all wet from bottled water. How special. How special. Oh, well, it's only water. Okay, I'm into UberEats. So anyway, I pull up to this house, right? And there is a dog wandering around off leash. It's not a large dog, but I could tell the dog, $6.33, 15.8 miles. No. I can tell the dog hasn't been fixed because, it's a male dog. So you can see all of his privates just just flopping in the wind. And I thought, okay, first of all, I can tell this dog hasn't been neutered or spaded or whatever the term is. So this dog could be aggressive. You know, I don't know what's going on. I don't know this dog. I know I'm in his territory, and the owner's nowhere to be seen. So I'm just sitting in the car thinking, what am I gonna do? Then the owner suddenly appears. I'm like, oh, great. So the first thing I did was I got out her tropical smoothie stuff and handed that to her. And then I let her know I also had her groceries. So I went to the $2 for 2.4 miles, and no. And then, oh, they paused my dash. I gotta unpause it. So then I went and got the rest of her stuff, and as I'm carrying the water starts leaking all over my pants. So one of the bottles is obviously, the cap is loose. But luckily it's just water. $2 for, I don't care, 2.4 miles. We're not taking it. Goodbye. So anyway, that's the story. That's what happened. Everything worked out fine. I had to select handed to customer, because that's exactly what I did. $5, 4.2 miles, and no. We're headed off to Office Depot OfficeMax, and we're going to be shopping for 8 items. We're going to be getting $17.64, and we only have to travel 8.1 miles. So let's get on over there and get some shopping done. Let's take a look at what we're shopping for. Office Depot expanding poly 26 pocket file, letter size black. Then a Deflecto cubicle sign holder, clear. Then a Scotch foam mounting tape. Then Bic round stick ballpoint pens, translucent barrel, black ink, 60 pack. Sharpie wet erase chalk markers, medium point, white, pack of 2. Command large picture hanging strips, white, damage free, pack of 4 pairs of strips. I don't know where any of this stuff is. Thank God there's only 5 different things. So, oh man, hopefully it doesn't take too long. You know, you don't get any help when you're in OfficeMax. There's like usually just 1 or 2 workers in the whole store. All right, it's almost 10 o'clock. And now that means we've been going for approximately 2 hours. So take a look at our earnings and do your math, because I don't know what the total is right now, but you guys do, since now I can tell you at this exact moment it is 9:59 and we have been going for approximately 2 hours. So do your math. That'll tell you about how much money we're making per hour if you don't count any time we were relaxing at home, which I have to say today has been very little, so it would be fairly accurate. We got the stuff, and I have to say, Office Depot OfficeMax is not an easy place to shop at if you're not familiar with where everything is, and I'm not familiar. So it took me almost 20 minutes to shop for, I believe they purchased about 7 or 8 items. They started adding stuff to the list while I was in there, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, because that usually means you're going to get more money on top of whatever the original deal was. So not too big of a deal, but who likes shopping for office products? It is so boring. I'm just like, is this done yet? Can I leave now? Who wants to try to find clear plastic holders for signs and mounted stick-em-uppers made by 3M and foam tape and pens? It's so boring. And some of the items that look so similar that I actually just kept scanning just different ones. It's very similar to shopping for makeup. You know, women's makeup, it all looks the same, and you have no interest in it since, you know, you don't know anything about it. It's a woman's thing. So you're just like, I don't know what the heck this is. So you just keep scanning and scanning until the phone finally says you got the right thing, which it did. It said you got it. And then the last thing I couldn't find, there was a wet erase chalk markers made by Sharpie. Now, I've heard of dry erase markers. I'm well averse in dry erase, but I have never heard of wet erase. That is completely foreign to me. So there must be something new that they've done to create this technology known as wet erase markers. So they got them. They got everything that they could want and more. So now we just got to drop it off, and it's an apartment, unfortunately, 14 minutes away, 5.6 miles, and it's a hand it to me. So it's everything you don't like in a delivery. Apartment, handed to me, and boring office supplies. So a total yuck zone, a total yuck zone. And this lady blew right through a stop sign. I knew she was going to too. I could tell just by her behavior. I'm like, she's gonna blow through that sign, and she did. All right, we're headed off to an apartment that's really difficult. It has a gate. It has apartment buildings that have a code to enter, and they are very, very difficult to get to the front door when it comes to this particular complex. Normally the person will actually come downstairs and meet me at the entrance to either their apartment building, or sometimes they'll actually meet me at the gate, the main gate. It's so difficult. So this one is going to be interesting. We'll see how long it's going to take us to actually hand off the merchandise to the customer. This is a totally different complex that I'm thinking of. I was thinking I was on St. Rose Parkway and Southern Highlands, but I'm actually more near, what is that street called? Like Valley View and Southern Highlands. So I'm not at the apartment complex I'm thinking of, and I'm not sure if I've ever been to this apartment complex before. So now I'm really uncertain as what we're going to experience. I guess we'll find out together. All right, I was going to show you all the pretty trees, and the trees ended. Now it's ugly. Never mind. I don't think it's a apartment complex. I think it just may very well be a business, because it's coming up. We're about a quarter of a mile away, and I don't think there are any apartments here. I know there's a gated community here. Okay, it's gonna have me turn left, right. Yeah, I think it's a business. Yeah, it's having me turn right here. Oh, good. Well, that's good news. I would definitely prefer it being a business rather than a apartment. The handoff will be much easier. All right, let's see what they should have put in the notes, what the name of their store was. I got a suite number, so let's see. Let's see what fun and exciting things are in store for us. I see a dental office, but it says it's a little further down. It's a little further. There's a Starbucks in here, but it's not for Starbucks. Oh, there's an academy here. Maybe that's who it's for. Milestone Academy. Yeah, maybe that's who it's for.
You hand them the order.
Let's look for the suite number.
The following instructions. Hand it to me.
Let's see. No, it's not them. It's not them. Is it this bakery? What, a bakery? Oh, no, it is. It's the bakery. How bizarre. This bakery needs this stuff? Oh my goodness. We're going to have to park a little further away. Oh, well, I don't mind walking. It's all good. All right, let's do it. Hello. Hi, this is for Daniel. Okay, great. Thank you. All right. Well, it looks like we got gypped. They didn't give us any more money. They gave us a few pennies less. It was supposed to be $17.64, and I don't think there's a way for me to even see the actual opportunity in the app, because we're still active in the dash, so it's not going to show me the amount. I guess we'll have to see it later, but it showed like $17.50 $17.53 at the end, which I was like, what? Because the offer originally was $17.64. So that's about 11 cents less than what they had said. And he added on more items. So I'm just like, what is going on? What is going on, DoorDash? Why are you effing me over? Okay, well, let's just start heading back because this area is normally really slow, Southern Highlands. If you try to dash in Southern Highlands, you're wasting your time. This place is slower than molasses. When I dropped off that delivery, it was like a French cafe, and it was packed with people, and I couldn't see anybody that looked like they were waiting for a package. So as soon as an employee walked in from outside, because they had outdoor table service, I told them that I had a package for, that specific person's name. And they obviously knew who it was. And they said, oh, for so-and-so. And I said, yeah. They said, oh, it's okay. I'll take it from you. And I said, oh, great, thanks. So I just handed it off to one of the employees. And obviously they knew the name and knew who it was. So I'm glad that's done. That ended easily for the drop-off. Go to Albertsons, $9.75 to shop for 14 items. I don't think so. Goodbye. Yeah, they made it for an easy handoff, but let's just say I got $17.50, and then I divide that by, let's see, what is that? 0.75 hours it took to complete that job. Not a full hour, 0.75. $23.33 an hour. That's fair, because that's about as long as it took. It took about 45 minutes to complete that job. So it was a fair offer, but now we're dead miling. But that's okay also, because we got miles, because it was so much money per mile. So we got enough miles to make it all the way back, as long as we want to maintain our minimum of $1 a mile. I would do the Walmart Spark where you pick up the order, where you park and then the employee from Walmart brings you all your stuff. I would do that if they didn't take so long to bring you your stuff. But it takes so long, especially the one near me. There's another one that's a little further out that I've been to. It's more on the deep east side near Old Henderson. They're fast. And if I lived near that one, I would gladly do it, because I've done that one and they come and help you right away. I just think it's just not as busy. The one near me where I live, boy, it is so busy all the time. It is near complete pandemonium. Looks like they're building something over here. And it looks like it's going to be something called Chicken and Pickle. That's the only sign I see. But I've never heard of Chicken and Pickle. And that's a really big structure to have, where it focuses on just one business called Chicken and Pickle. So I don't really quite get it. It's a very large, maybe it's like a gas station. Maybe it's a place where you can eat there and you can get your gas filled up. It kind of looks like that, the structure. Well, I guess time will tell. They built so much here on St. Rose Parkway that it doesn't look like it did when I first moved here. It used to be all just rock when I first moved here. Now there's hardly any rock left. It's Chicken and Pickle, that's all it says. There's no other business names. I don't know. All right, we have our next one. We're headed off to Franccesca's Acai Bowl. We're going to be getting $10.50 for 5.8 miles. Woo! Here we come, Franccesca. I don't think I've ever met anyone in my life named Franccesca. I've met Francis, I've met Francine, I've met a Franny. I've never met anyone that said, "Hi, my name's Franccesca." maybe I hang out in the wrong circles. Oh my goodness, that took a long time. I fell asleep in there. I was like, what's going on? Where's my food? Oh my goodness. And they have the nice mellow music playing, the air conditioning going. I was like, I am falling asleep in this restaurant. But I got it, everybody. I got it. 12 minutes, 4.7 miles to the drop-off. It's a hand it to me. It looks like it's somebody out of business. All right, let's get it going. Well, it's 11:11, and we're going to arrive at 11:22 for this delivery. And there is a bus stopped right in front of us, and they're going to F us up, which they are doing. Now we're stuck. So this may be the last one, because if I calculate the time to get to this location and then the time to get back, it'll be noon. Oh dear, now we're stuck behind this bus. Oh dear, now everyone's getting aggressive, and now the light's turning red. Oh my God, people are so insane. They are so insane. You people drive like idiots. I'm like, the light's red. Where do you think it's gonna happen if you suddenly just cut everybody off? You're just going one car length. And by the time this light turns green, the bus will have gone already. People are just too impatient. Just no wonder there's so many car accidents. It is just ridiculous. Well, there's nothing else to say. There's nothing else going on. I think we're doing just fine. If you look at the total above, I think we're doing just fine. And I just want to get back home so I can work on editing this video. That's what I'm looking forward to. And then just relaxing and enjoying the rest of the day. Yesterday I went to McDonald's, and I just got one of the people in my family a little tiny meal, and it was free fry Friday, and I got a free medium French fry, and I got a drink and a little tiny hamburger, and I got all that for $4. It was such a good deal. And then to top it off, I have like so many points. I have like, in the McDonald's app, you get points. I have like almost 50,000 points at McDonald's. So I got also, for another family member, I got a Big Mac, and it was free. So I fed 2 people in the house for only $4. I was just in shock. I'm like, this app is the greatest. I love this McDonald's app. It saves me every time. Looks like it's the Hampton Inn, according to the navigation. They didn't say reception. They didn't say anything. They didn't give me any other instructions. It's kind of rude. Should at least tell me if you are a hotel guest or something.
The customer requested you hand them the order.
Yeah, but where are they?
They added the following instructions.
Hand it to me. All right, I'll just go to the front desk, I guess, and hopefully someone will walk towards me. Oh my gosh. Can't believe I even left the camera on in here. Well, it wasn't for the receptionist. I was like, hello? I'm here for so-and-so. They're like, did you contact the guest? I'm like, I didn't know it was a guest. They didn't say if they were a guest or not. So I could not say. They said, well, give them a call. I'm like, okay, I'll give them a call. So I tried to give them a call, and it just spun. They have like no internet here. And that's typical. Very typical. Too typical. And so, so as I was trying to call the customer, he coincidentally came down, and he said, oh, are you DoorDash? I said, yes, I am. I am DoorDash. And he says, oh, great. And I said, well, thank you so much. Have a good day. And then I got the hell out of there. I said, I am done with you. So we got that all delivered. It's 11:26. There's really 30 minutes left in the shift, but it's going to take me 15 minutes to get back to the home base. So I'm not exactly sure if I should call it or not. So I reactivated the apps, and possibly something will come up that's going to take me closer to home. Since I've got $13.62, nope. I don't even need to tell you the miles. It was 2 deliveries, and it was going the opposite way. Whenever I'm up here near Sunset, the app tries to pull me more north towards the strip. It does it every time. It's rare that an opportunity that will come up that will take me south. It will always try to pull me north. That's just the nature of the app, I guess. It needs people to be near the strip, and it's like, well, it ain't gonna be me, girl. I am not going near the strip. You can forget it. Well, all right, well, $12.40 for 13 miles. And of course, guess which direction it's going? North. No, thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have turned the apps off. It is 11:33 a.m. and I am done for the day. You can see the totals up in the corner as well as the number of hours worked, along with the hourly rate. I drove a total of 46 miles today and got 66.8 miles to the gallon. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching this one. Hope you had a good time, and I'll see you again on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.